Well, that is a hell of a title right there. Everyone is unhappy. Quote, Meta employees say mood is grim as the company reportedly plans to axe 8,000 workers. So I do think I talked about this before. Back in April, the Meta came out with, Mark Zuckerberg came out with, that they were going to lay off 10% of their workforce. And so time goes by, time is ticking. And so now we're getting to the point where the layoffs are actually going to go through. And it looks like on May 20th, 8,000 more technology employees are going to be unemployed. One of the things that I find interesting about this is I talk about storylines with the tech industry. Like there's different storylines, like there were collisions. Remember back in like 2014 to 2015, everything was about collisions. Like you had to collide into people. I don't know. It's all like there's collision. Like we went from collisions to work from home. All this kind of different stuff is going on. One of the things that I find interesting now is that with these continuous rounds of layoffs, when a lot of these old school technology companies are actually doing well, apparently this is one of the best quarters for Meta ever. Like, what happens when that just starts destroying the morale at these companies, right? I've talked about this before, being in the tech world for 30 years. I remember when the culture of technology companies was people who wanted to pay mortgages. So why do you work for this technology company? Because it helped me pay my mortgage, right? The nice thing about being focused on mortgages is, I don't know, you don't get too worked up on things. You don't get too emotionally invested in things, right? If your paycheck comes through, cool. If your paycheck doesn't come through, you need to find another job. You're a little bit more focused on stuff. The issue we have is tech industry over the past 10 or 15 years, this whole culture thing, it's all been garbage, right? It's a family, and we're changing the world, right? We have a generation of adults, and that's what I want you to understand here. We talk about 15 years. If you graduated from college at 22, 15 years means you're 37 years old. You got a house, you got a spouse, you got kids, and you have been marinating in a culture of idiocy for the past, that is all you know as a professional, right? And the curious thing that comes up is what happens when basically a massive number of your staff only know this airy fairy unicorn and fairy dust horse crap culture that you've been feeding them for the past 15 years. And now all of a sudden, all these corporations just get the brass tacks. It's not just about profit and loss, it's about maximizing, right? Think about that for a second. You have a lot of technology employees nowadays that actually do not buy the concept that companies are about profit to begin with. And now they have to face maximizing profit, in the face, which is a hell of a thing. And what's going to be curious to see is how well these technology companies hold up over the next couple of years. What happens when your employees just become abjectly dispirited? What happens when they just lose all faith in this garbage that they believed for the past decade or so as, corporations get back to doing what corporations do? It's going to be interesting. Gonna be some interesting stuff, I'd say. It's a rough time to be working at Facebook, Instagram, or one of Meta's many other properties. Mark Zuckerberg's social media giant will reportedly hand out a roughly 8,000 pink slips on Wednesday, May 20th, eliminating about 10% of its global workforce. Notably, though, these cuts will arrive on the heels of one of the most lucrative quarters in the company's history. So not just a good quarter, one of the best quarters ever. And again, at this point, they've been around over 20 years. So, $56.31 billion in revenue and $26.8 billion in net income for the first 3 months of 2026 per Meta's Q1 earnings filing. For many employees, that stark contrast is apparently driving morale into the dirt. Good news! We have one of our best quarters ever. Now get the fuck out. Thank you for building Meta into the company it has become today. Get out. Oh, Lordy. Let's see here. According to a fresh report from Wired, which interviewed more than a dozen current and former employees, vibes of the company are way off course. According to one Instagram employee, quote, everyone is unhappy. The only people who are not unhappy are literally executives. Several staffers told Wired they are openly hoping to be laid off, if only to collect the 16 weeks of severance and 18 months of paid health care that come along with it. Really think about this. Everything you've heard about the tech industry over the past, 10, 15 years, right? All these people, day in the life of a tech professional, TikTok videos of them eating quinoa toast and taking naps and doing that kind of stuff. Think about when your employees go from like that kind of mentality at a company to literally wanting to be laid off. What does it do to the productivity of an organization when all of your employees are begging to be fired? Dear Mark Zuckerberg, can you please fire? I would prefer to get the severance benefits than keep doing this crap every day. And think about this with tech companies, right? Tech companies are supposed to be, cutting edge. They're supposed to be visionary. They're supposed to be pushing the world into the future. And you have a massive chunk of your employees who just want to be fired. That just can't be good. That just can't be good for the company. In a memo first reported by Bloomberg, Meta's chief people officer, Gail, told staff the layoffs would help to, quote, run the company more efficiently and offset other investments we're making. Meta's CFO echoed that sentiment during the company's Q1 earnings call, saying a, quote, leaner operating model would help offset the company's massive capital expenditures, particularly around artificial intelligence, which will hit somewhere in the ballpark between $125 and $145 billion this year. So again, too, to be thinking about with these employees, right? And you look at the AI disaster, right? Mark Zuckerberg is chasing after AI basically because it seems to be having a midlife crisis. Like he seems to realize his relevance as a tech leader is going down the toilet, so he needs to glom onto the next thing. And so when you look at this, and when you look at the investment and the amount of money they need to invest into artificial intelligence, I have not heard a good argument for this yet. I have talked with ex-Meta employees. I have talked with current Meta employees. And I've said this before. I looked at them and said, look, I get it, non-disclosure agreements or whatever else. You don't got to tell me what the plan is. Don't tell me what the plan is. I've asked this to so many of these guys, and I'm just like, but is there a plan? Is there like when you sit there and you look at the investments into AI and you, as being part of the corporation, look at what the corporation is doing, do you see a plan where you're like, yeah, I mean, it might fit, but it's reasonable. Like, look, it's a technology world. Some things work, some things don't. But like you, as a Meta employee, when you look at the plan, does it seem is there a plan? Literally, what I have gotten out of Meta employees is AI is supposed to be the future. And so if you're the leader in the technology that takes over the future, that's going to be worth a lot of money. It's like, well, nothing that you said is incorrect. That also doesn't sound like you have any plan, right? And so think about this. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't seem to have a plan. We've talked about like this AI thing. Like they're buying humanoid robots. They're investing into humanoid robots. They're investing into productivity stuff. They're investing into everything in the AI space. It seems to be willy-nilly. It doesn't seem to make half an ounce of sense. And so basically, they are just taking this pot of money to throw onto the bonfire of Mark Zuckerberg trying to fend off his midlife crisis. And so basically what you're being told as a Meta employee is that you have to be careful as an employee because at any time Mark Zuckerberg might need your yearly salary to chuck on the bonfire to impress somebody for some reason. What's your morale going to feel like at that point in time? It's just probably not going to be very good. And that's the one big thing I would say with Meta or Mark Zuckerberg. Like, what is the plan? I feel like that's kind of, again, the narrative of the Trump era. Like, the Trump era is very much, trust me, bro. Like, I can't even really argue too much against Mark Zuckerberg's plan, honestly, because I don't understand what it is. Like you see the things that he's doing, and it doesn't even seem like there's a coherent argument one way or the other. It's just, we got to spend money on, everybody's spending money on AI. We got to spend money on AI. Oh, Lordy. At a recent town hall, Zuckerberg told employees the cuts were a direct consequence of AI infrastructure costs and declined to rule out further reductions in the second half of the year. 10% employees gone now, 8,000 people gone now, and he's not ruling out further reductions. It's highly reminiscent of what Zuckerberg said 3 years ago when he declared 2023 to be Meta's, quote, year of efficiency, which led to roughly 21,000 job cuts across 2 waves. The difference this year is that unlike the aforementioned year of efficiency, where Meta felt it needed to course correct after a boom in hiring during the pandemic, Meta is currently operating from a dominant position. Revenue grew 33% in Q1, Meta's fastest pace since 2021. Complaints within Meta aren't just about the impending layoffs. Employees are still rankled by Meta's decision in February to cut the stock portion of its annual raises by 5% on top of a 10% trim the year before. This is the other thing to be taken a look at, right? If you're a technology professional, is look at what's happening to your benefits. We talked about this in a previous video with this one technology company that in order to invest in AI infrastructure, they cut their matching into the 401k plan. So basically, they're cutting your retirement benefits in order to fund the AI project that will put you out of work, which is, that is chef's kiss 2026 right there. But that's one of the things to look at, right? So if you do layoffs, right, the layoffs are very obvious, right? You got people like me screaming about layoffs. If you do pay cuts, you actually cut the salary, that is very obvious. If you do things like cut contributions to the 401k plan, if you modify health insurance policies, if you modify like equity, the equity that you provide to employees, it is a way to many times massively reduce your cost of employees while at the same time optically kind of obfuscating what is going on so that it doesn't rankle people too much. And so I do think that's interesting here, especially after we talked about that one company killing their contributions to the 401k plan. So the fact that Meta right now is cutting the stock portion of the annual raises is kind of interesting here. According to Wired, median total compensation at Meta fell. I mean, you're not going to feel bad for this, but anyways, median total compensation at Meta fell from $417,000 in 2024 to $388,000 last year. Meanwhile, Zuckerberg has been busy personally recruiting AI researchers with reported 9-figure compensation packages, with some reaching $100 million to staff Meta Superintelligence Labs, the division he launched last summer under former Scale AI chief Alexander Wang. So we got more layoffs going on. We got more benefits going on in Meta as they go after whatever they're doing in AI. And it does look like morale is going through the floor. Yep. Just another day in 2026. I will be interested to see what happens with these major corporations as the morale kind of sinks. The other thing that I find interesting about this too is think about the morale sinking on $400,000 a year employees, right? You got construction workers, you got warehouse workers, you got secretaries, you got that type of thing. You talk about morale sinking. Look, it is what it is. It is kind of interesting here to be thinking about this too. People making $400,000 a year no longer feeling appreciated. And one, to be clear, on the face of it, that's just kind of funny. But I do think there's also something else that's interesting there. I've talked about this for a while, that it feels like in the modern world, nobody is has gratitude for anything. right? There's no, like, everything nowadays is kind of taken for granted. This is what I deserve. This is what I'm worth. This is what I'm owed. So what happens when $400,000 a year employees, start putting out their resumes to the pizza delivery shops? I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of an interesting thing. So what do you think about this? Put your thoughts down below. If you like these episodes, do remember they are on Spotify. They're on Apple Podcasts. Link is down in the doobly-doo, along with my link to LinkedIn if you want to follow me there. With that, see y'all later.